play. Yeah. If you 1, 2, 3, play. Yeah. Come on. Get it on. Get it on.
Name's Patrick Wanaina. I'm the chief assistant captain. Today we are working on our system and how we are going to play with Namibia on our semi-finals.
Play. And then.
Team Kenya, we are ready and we are very prepared. What I'd like to say is I would like to see the fans coming and cheering us up and backing us up and being with us. Yeah, that's all I can say.
So today I came to help the chip with their kicking game, kicking styles, and we were just trying to work on the kicking for points and the punt for territory, a little bit of some grabbers and chips and chip over and kick passes. So I think the head coach sat down and maybe did his analysis and he thought he needed more time in the kicking session, and he just gave me a call and asked me to help him. So that's why I'm here today to help the kids.
For us, as it is right now, and I think I share the same sentiments with the technical bench and the Chipu players in general, that our biggest final so far now is Wednesday game against Namibia. We have to go past that hurdle. So that's the game we are going to play as if it was a final. For us, it's a final. We are going to give our best, put our best foot forward, ensure we get a win out of that game.
They are good. They still have time. I mean, it can only get better. They have time to improve on their skill. I mean, kicking is a skill, and you can only improve skill if you put more time in it and really work on it. So the only thing they need to do is just put more time in their skill, and for sure it will improve.
We're trying to improve on our defense setup, especially on the unstructured play. Our set pieces were good. I'd say that I'd give it to the boys. Kudos to them. The lineouts were good, the molds were good, the scrums were good, but we can't relent on that. We keep on coming up with new ways and new tricks on how to beat Namibia. In terms of play, probably lapse here in concentration brought about by inexperience and being young, and we've worked on that. We've worked on that today. The head coach has really worked on that today, and what I'm positive about is heading into Wednesday. We'll definitely have minimized the mistakes we did during the Uganda game. Definitely, Namibia is a rugby playing nation. They've always given us a challenge both in the Simba setup and in the Chipu setup. A year before we beat them here at the KCB club, sports club here. Last year we lost to them in the semis. This year we go again. I think we've put in we've had a very good session. The boys are ready to take them on. Them being a rugby playing nation, we also pride ourselves as a rugby playing nation, and we'll give it to them good. We'll give it to them what we've planned for them, and if all things blaze together and the boys ensure that they execute what they've been taught, then I think the result is going to favor us.
If you 1, 2, 3, play.
Ours is just going through the paces. We've analyzed our opponents, who are Namibia. We lost to them last season, but this season we want to take it a notch higher and ensure we get a win over them. So preparations are underway. We had our first win against Uganda on Saturday, 44-20. And the boys and the mood at the camp is upbeat. Boys are ecstatic and eager to go for the second run, which will be played on Wednesday around 4:30 p.m. at Nyayo National Stadium. Well, for starters, rugby in places like New Zealand, Australia, those are full professional rugby players. The same way I can compare them with Premier League players, football players who are full professionals. For us, rugby is still an amateur sport. And keeping in mind that this is somebody who has to go to work 8 a.m. in the morning, out by around 5:15 you want him in the field after the hustle and bustle of traffic here and there, coming back to train. It's not easy, but we've always put in a good show and a good fight in it. So we are still amateur. So if we move to that stage whereby now rugby pays your bills, you don't need to go to work anymore and you're doing rugby, you wake up, you sleep, you eat rugby, then we are going to be at that same level. But for starters, always kudos to any amateur rugby playing nation that competes with all these professionals. The playing field is not level as it is because of the professionalism and the amateur position, but we'll always give a good fight. We love the sport. We are passionate about it. The little time we get, we'll always train and ensure we give a good account of ourselves. We can get corporates to come and support rugby. Then I think we can head to that professional, even a semi-professional level. So honestly speaking, it's all about money. If money can be pumped into this sport, then you'll see a different trajectory in terms of performance, in terms of players getting into the sport, and so on and so forth.
What I can tell my fellow teammates is that they keep on pushing, they continue the hard work, and they believe in themselves, because for me I believe in them and I trust them and I love them very much. Yeah.
Well, as I always tell the boys that it's not our right to win. We have to put our best foot forward, and it's all about effort. Effort is the only thing that doesn't require talent. Standing up, chasing the kicks, making tackles, communicating. So the small bits that make up rugby. So if we are up and ready for that, remembering that it's not our right, we have to work for that win. Then I think we'll have a good Wednesday, and we'll be happy by the time Thursday comes. We'll just be smiling and saying, we did it. We did it for the country. We did it for ourselves.
Just to put their heads in the game and believe in the system. I know they have a very, very capable and well-informed coach who has given them everything. So it's just up to them to first of all enjoy, represent themselves before they represent the country, and just believe in the system and structures they've been given by the technical bench, and I think the scoreboard will sort out itself.